to talk about area between a curve and a line. Now, there are actually two methods to do it. Okay, I personally like to take area of a shape rather than integrate the line. But it's up to you to do it. Understand? Either way will be okay. I'll show you both ways. Okay, and I'll show you that it's the same. Okay? Alright. Let's take a look at this particular example. Example 13. This one. Okay? I will show you both ways. Okay? Now, let's take a look at this example. The diagram shows part of the curve y equals to 4 plus 5x minus x squared. This whole thing. Okay? The line y equals to 8. Okay, intersects the curves at points A and B. First of all, find the x coordinate of A and B. Okay, now you agree that I will have to solve the equation. Am I right to say that? So I have y equals to 4 plus 5x minus x squared, and y equals to 8. This is equation 1, equation 2, right? Substitute 2 into 1. I will have 4 plus 5x minus x squared equals to 8, right? So I'll have negative x squared plus 5x plus 4 minus 8 equals to 0. I don't like negative, what do? Multiply throughout by negative 1. So I'll have x squared minus 5x plus 4 equals to 0. Now, I'll use the cross method, 4, 1, both negative. So I'll have x minus 4, x minus 1 equals to 0, or x equals to 1. Am I right? Okay, now, if you look at the diagram, which one is 1 and which one is 4? A is 1, right? Do you agree? You must look at the diagram. Okay, the diagram is helpful. So, A is 1 and B is 4, right? So, find the x coordinate of A and x coordinate of B. So the x coordinate of A is 1 and the x coordinate of B is 4. That's all. Okay? Now, let's take a look at the next part. Find the area of the shaded region. Now, I want this region. I want everybody to look here. Do you agree that I take this whole region minus this rectangle here? Do you agree with what I'm talking about? Okay? So, what I do is this. I will say area of region will be integrate 1 to 4, right? 4 plus 5x minus x squared dx minus, now do you agree this is a rectangle? What is this? 3, right? What is this? 8. So, after I integrate, I will minus 24, right? I will get the answer. Okay, now let's integrate that. 4x plus 5x squared over 2 minus x cubed over 3, 4, 1 minus 24. Okay? Okay. That means I will have 4, 4, can you key in this whole thing one whole shot? All of you must know how to key in one whole shot so that you can get the answer. Okay? I plug in, then I key in. So, what is my answer? Over 2, okay, good. 9 over 2, which is what? 4.5, right? Unit square, right? Can everybody get 4.5 unit square? Can? Okay. Now, I personally prefer shapes. Okay, but if you don't want shapes, right, you can also do it this way. Now, I will keep this. Area of the region, right, I will integrate from here to here. Now, do you agree that the area under this 8 is also the same as or you can take the area under the graph minus the area under the line. Area under the line will be integrate 1 to 4, 8. Understand? So what will this be? You tell me. Integrate 8 become what? 8x. Very good. So 4, 1, right? Okay, now I'm going to continue here. What is this? I will have 8 times 4, right? So what is this? 32 minus 8, right? Correct, plus 1, 8, right? What's 32 minus 8? This is actually 24. Can you see just now my answer there also 24? So it doesn't matter whether you want to integrate or you want to find a shape. It's okay. And usually the shape, right, will either be a rectangle, a square, or trapezium, or triangle. Understand what I'm talking about? But I personally prefer shapes. I don't want to integrate so many things. I get confused. Yeah? No, you see, when I integrate from 1 to 4, right? Now this, can you see that if I integrate from 1 to 4, right? Is this whole thing? The triangles is not there. You didn't integrate from here to here. From 1 to 4. So it's this whole part only. You understand? So you must know where you integrate from. You cannot chincai integrate, understand? Okay, anyhow integrate. Everybody okay? Can? So you must really know where's the start, where's the end, and where's the region that you want to take off. Everybody can? Okay, Alright. So this is the part here. Now I'm going to show you this with my solution. This is exactly the same as what we have on the board. Okay, but I thought I want to show you. Ayo, how come it's so ugly? Can you see? I have this, right? Then after that, I can use either first method in blue. I minus off the shape. Can you see? Okay, or I can minus off the integration of 8. I will also get the same answer. Everybody clear with what I'm saying? Okay, now, actually, up to you on your preference. Don't say I say one. Understand? Up to you, your preference. Okay? Some people like this, some people like that. It's like, cannot I say everybody go and eat chicken rice already? Okay, some people might not even like chicken. Okay? Alright, now, so are we okay with the first example? Now, this is slightly different from the axis. The axis one is very straightforward. It's just above, below. This one got lines involved. And we must make sure we know which is the region that we are looking at. Everybody okay? So that is your example 13. Now next, I want to look at example 14. The next page. Now this thing here is just telling you what is it. Okay, now let me just ask you this question. If I have this figure, right? Oh, look up. If I have this figure, I will have the curve minus the trapezium, right? Correct. Then I'll get the shaded area, right? How about if I have this? How do I get this region? I must have the trapezium first, right? Correct. Trapezium minus the area under the curve. Then I'll get this region. Because area is always area under the curve. It's not area above the curve. You agree what I'm talking about? Okay, let me just draw you this. Because some people might be confused. Okay, let me just show you this. Okay, want to look up? I'm going to show you this. Now, look here. If I want this region, hello. If I want this region, that means I must integrate from here to here, right? Correct. Do you agree that is this whole thing under the curve minus this trapezium? Okay, we're not going to copy first, listen this. Okay, do you agree is that I must take the area under the curve, that means this whole thing minus of this trapezium, right? Then I'll get this one. Get it, class? Okay, now if you look at the second case, I have like this, and I want this guy here. Can you see what I'm talking about? I want this guy here. Now, let's say this is also AB. Now, I must take this trapezium, right? It will be the whole area, right? Okay, I must minus off this guy here, right? Then I'll get the purple one, right? How to get this guy here is under this curve, no? It's always area under the curve. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Area under the curve. You cannot take the curve minus the trapezium, don't die already like that. You get what I'm talking about? It's always area under the curve. Everybody okay? So whether trapezium minus curve or curve minus trapezium, you must be very careful, or whatever minus whatever. Okay, now let's take a look at this particular point here. If you look at this one, can you see this gx is above this fx? So, you see, they will say that area equals to, what's that? Oh, I'm sorry. This gx is this line. I mix it up. Balik. This one is this one. This one is this one. Can you see? Okay, I misread it. Can you see what I'm talking about? So I must take the curve minus the line, right? So it's fx minus gx. Can you see? Then from A to B. Huh? Now if you look at this one is the curve. This one is the line. Alright now? Yes. So I must take gx, that means the line, minus the curve, right? Fx. Understand what I'm talking about? So you must know which one minus which one. Cannot confuse. Get what I'm talking about here? Can, Okay, good. Now then we move on to example 14. Can we take a look at this particular question? I'm going to make it bigger. Okay, let's take a look at this question. Example 14. Okay. The area of the shaded region bounded by the curve y equals to 9 minus x squared and the line y equals to 7 minus x. That means they want this region. Plus, before I can do anything, can you see I must find these two coordinates first? If not, you cannot integrate. Do you get what I'm talking about here? Okay, so I got to solve these two equations first, correct? To get the point of intersection. Everybody clear? Okay, so I'm going to solve it. Okay, I'm going to solve it. Okay, all of you look at this one. How do I solve it? Can you look at the blue color one? Can you see I have two equations? Okay, I substitute in. I find this out. Okay, I will get x equals to 2 and x equals to negative 1. Understand what I'm talking about? Okay, now, if you are using the line, there's no need to find out the y coordinates. You understand what I'm talking about? If you're using the line, there's no need to find out the y coordinates. All look up here, please. All look up here, please. We already know it's 2 and negative 1. Now, when we look at the graph, negative 1 must be here, 2 must be here, no? Cannot terbalik, no? Understand? Cannot the other way around. Now, if I'm using the line, all of you look up please. I must integrate from what? Negative 1 to what? 2. I must take the curve, right? Alright, the curve minus the integration of the line, right? Everybody correct? Yes or no? Curve minus line, then I will get the region I want. Okay? So, this is what I will do. That's why I shortcut it. I integrate the curve, and then I integrate the line. I do the necessary nonsense here. Can you see? I will get the answer as 4.5 units squared. Everybody okay? Can you see I integrate curve and I integrate line? Now, I told you already, I'm someone that I do not like to integrate line. Okay, now, can you see that? All of you look up. If I want to use the shape, right, I think integrating curve is no problem, you know how. But if this, I want to minus this shape, is actually a trapezium, correct? Everybody okay? Now, if this is negative 1, do you agree the y coordinate will be 8? I sub in here. If this is 2, it will be 5, right? So what's the meaning here? This is a trapezium. What is this length? 3. What is this length? 8. Good. What is this length? 5, right? What's area of a trapezium? Half times height times 8 plus 5, right? Half sum height times sum of parallel sides. Agree or not? Yes or no? Okay. So if I do this, I will also get the same answer. Can you see the red color one? I will also get the same answer. I integrate this. I didn't integrate it because I did integrate it on top. Then I minus half times 3 times the sum of parallel sides. I will also get the answer. Everybody okay? Now I just have a survey. Who likes to integrate the line? Who thinks you want to minus the shape? Shape is better. Now, to me, I prefer shape because I can see better. Then you don't need to see which one above, which one below. Then just do it candy. Understand? It's not so confusing. Okay, because the shape can be only a rectangle, a square, a trapezium, or a triangle. That's all done. Everybody can? Everybody clear what I'm saying? Okay, Alright, good. That's your example 14. Next, example 15. Can all of you look at example 15 now? Is this example 15? No, this is rubbish. Okay, example 15. But that's not rubbish, that's the previous one. Okay, come. Let's take a look at this. I need one more example. Can you bear with me? Now, first, it cannot be at 4 plus you skip. Then after that, at 9 plus you also skip. I know you are tired. Brian, you've been sleeping since yesterday till now, you know. Uncle Brian. Oh, you see? This is called in deep sleep. Are you in the ocean? In a submarine that you can't hear me? Sit up straight. Sit up straight. Aiyo. Yesterday sleep until today, leh. Yesterday your last period is me, right? Then this morning after that is you go and vote for the don't know what president, right? Then before me is what? Elective, right? You mean from elective you sleep until now, man? Who's your elective teacher? Huh? Miss Nantini. Madam? Latifa. Have you been sleeping in Latifa's class? You see, he cannot answer me. That means yes lah. Later I'll go and ask Latifa. Did a boy behind Namita sleep? Most likely she doesn't know who is it. Because I think most of you are sleeping. Some of you especially. Okay? You know this parallel line got a problem. This line, this collinear line. What do you mean by collinear? Can you explain to me a minute? Same gradient must have a common point, right? Correct? This collinear J, K, B. This collinear line has got some points on them that has a common property, and that is called sleeping. That's called collinear sleeping gang. Okay, I don't care. Now look at this now. Example 15, I don't care. You look at me now. Right? Angry, you know. I know you are tired, but normal this kind of thing, that kind of thing. You think I'm not tired, man? I go home also must do a lot of things, right? You think your WA can come out? But don't set your WA can come out, man. I'm going to go down and breathe now. Then come out. Oh, do your WA. Then it's in the air like that. Nonsense, eh? Huh? Okay, come. When I talk rubbish, it's actually to give you some space to rest in your brain. Don't integrate until die. Don't think I'm stupid or what, okay? Understand? Okay, let's take a look at this. Find the area, shaded area, bounded by the curve and the line, this guy here. Now, this one got to be careful. Why? Because can you see all these are under the curve? Sorry, it's not under the curve. Under the x-axis. That's why I say I prefer to use shapes. Then I don't have to consider what under lah, above lah, what kind of nonsense. Okay, now, everybody see that I must get these two coordinates first, right? Correct? All look up, all look up, I'm explaining. You must integrate from this coordinate to this coordinate, right? This curve, but you must negative it, right? Because it's below. Then you must minus this particular. Wait, I must say again, it's not from here to here. It's from here to here, correct? You understand what I'm talking about? Can or cannot? Can or cannot, okay? Then I must minus this triangle, right? Agree or not? Yes or no? Okay, now, can you see the picture here? Can or cannot? I'm talking to you that. 哎呦，停去了，这个是停了。唔知我哋講咩？You understand what I'm talking about? Don't know what? Don't know, never mind, I show you. Sleep lah, sleep lah. This is very irritating. Okay, come. First of all, let's take a look at this picture. I'm showing you the picture. I'm doing this here because it's faster, okay? I don't have to go through the details of substituting and everything, alright? Now, can you all look at this picture? Can you see this is the area under the curve? Then they only want this black color one. Alright now. Where does the two curves intersect? Here and here. Right? Alright. What must I do to get the coordinates? Solve the simultaneous equation. Agree? Okay, solve the simultaneous equation. Okay. So you will see that y equals to half x minus 1 and y equals to x squared minus 4. I will solve. I definitely will solve. So I will solve. Can you see? I solve until here. Can you see it? Okay, that means you're supposed to do the hard work. Okay? Then I will say when x is this, what is y? When x is this, what is y? Okay, I will get the two coordinates. So what do I do after I get the two coordinates? I will plug it in. Can you see I plug it in? This is 2, 0. Auntie, uncles, are you okay? This is negative 1.5, negative 1.75. Can see it? Now, when I integrate, everybody look up. I must integrate from here to here, right? So that I only get this region, correct? You cannot integrate from here because you got this one extra later, you got a lot of trouble. Understand? So I integrate from what? Negative 1.5 to what? 2. Then I must minus it, correct? Because it's a negative below. Then after I get from the whole thing, I must minus out this triangle, right? May I know what is the length here? 3.5, right? What is the height here? 1.75. Can you see it's 1.75? So half times base times height, I'll get a triangle. Everybody here? Okay? Now, so I'm going to show you on the screen now what I have done. Okay. First of all, can you look at the green color one? I integrate from negative 1.5 to 2. I must minus it because it's below. Then I minus, can you see? I say half times base times height, the triangle. Understand what I'm talking about? Okay. Then you go and do. Finally, you will get the answer 7/48. Okay? Can? Now I'm going to show you something else. You look at this picture. What if you don't want to use a triangle? You want to use the equation of the line. That means you must integrate from negative 1.5 to 2. You integrate what? Half x minus 1. But you must also take negative, you know. Why? Because it's below the x-axis. Everybody clear? Okay, so that's why I say note. Even if I integrate this one, right, I put negative, the answer will still be the same. 3/1/16. Can you see? Here, 3/1/16. It will be the same. Okay? Now can you see why I like to use shapes instead of lines? Because when it's a line, then sometimes you forget that it's under, you forget the negative thing. Then there will be trouble. Everybody clear? Okay? Alright. Are we clear so far? Are we clear so far? Okay. Alright, good. Next will be example 16. This is by far the most difficult one. Okay, can we read the question first? I will explain to you the question. Let me make it smaller. Okay. Now let's take a look at the question. The diagram shows part of the curve, meeting the x-axis and q. Meeting the x-axis and q. That means here, this one. Okay? The tangent at P meets the x-axis at R. That means there's a tangent here that meets the x-axis at R. Do you understand the question? Do you understand the question? Okay? Now, given that the x-coordinate of P is 5 and PS is a vertical line, calculate the equation of the tangent. Now for integration, differentiation all coming together. Understand? Now, I want you to look at this. I'm going to do it here. All of you look up. I have a curve. All of you look up. I'm going to enlarge the picture. This one is a bit too small. It goes like that, right? This is 3, right? And this is point Q, correct? Okay? I have something that is at 5, and this is my point P, and I have a tangent here. Okay? And this is my C, right? Okay? Now, y equals to x squared minus 2x minus 3, right? What's dy dx? 2x minus 2, right? How to find the gradient at P? When what? When x is 5, right? I will have dy dx as 2, 5 minus 2. Answer is 8, correct? Okay, now, then I must know what is the coordinates of P. Right, if not I cannot get the equation. Okay, so when x is 5, I will have 25 minus 10 minus 3, right? Do you agree this is a 12? Correct? So, this point is actually 5, 12, correct now? Okay, so what's the equation of the tangent? Y minus 12 equals to 8x minus 5, okay? So, y equals to 8x minus 40 plus 12. Y equals to 8x minus 28. Is that correct? Is that correct? Everybody okay so far? Everybody okay so far? Now, how come I know that? How to find this 12? How come I know plug into this equation? Because P lies on the curve now. Correct now? P lies on the curve means the coordinate must satisfy the curve now. Right? So I just plug in. Don't say I don't know how to do it. Clear? Yes or no? Okay. Then let's take a look at the next part. The coordinates of R. That means when it cuts the x-axis, y is 0, right? I'm talking to you. Is y 0? Okay, so I put y 0, right? I can calculate, right? Everybody okay? Alright, so what is when y is 0? Okay. When y is 0, I will get this answer. I plug this in. I will get r as 3.5 0 or 7/20. Everybody okay? Now, can you see that the first two parts actually got nothing to do with area? It's from your previous 16 point something. Can you see what I'm talking about? Even more previous than that is chapter 13 or 14. Everybody okay? Alright, now next we look at the last part. Last part of the question. What do they want? The area of what? Part 3 is 1. The area of shaded region PQR. This small one. Now I want everybody to look here on the board, okay? I use another color so that you can see. Now, can you see that I must find the area? What am I doing? Can you see that I must find this area under the curve? That means integrate from what? 3 to what? 3 to 5, right? Integrate this guy, right? Okay. Then I minus off what? This triangle, right? Can see what I'm talking about? Can? Now, if you want to minus off this triangle, you will get the base and the height, right? Or you can also integrate the equation of the tangent from 3 to 5. Understand? Okay? Now, what I did was this. Okay? I integrate 3 to 5, then I minus off the triangle. Can you see? Okay, then I get this answer, 1/2. Okay, but if you don't want to use this one, you can also integrate This one. From 3.5 to 5. Yeah, sorry. 3.5 to 5. Wait, I don't know how 3 to 5. Oh, I know already. 3.5 to 5, then you get 9. Understand? Now, how come there's a discrepancy here? Now, let's take a look at the picture again. Do you agree that the curve, you must integrate from here to here? 3 to 5. But the triangle or the line, you must integrate from R to 5. No? R is what? 3.5 just now. To 5. That's why there's a slight change. So, I hope you can appreciate why I want to use shapes instead of that thing. It's not confusing for me. And I tend to make mistakes. Okay, 10? 10, huh? Okay, so that will be your example number 16. Okay, so you either get the triangle, okay, 3.5 to 5, wait, 5 minus 3.5 is 1.5, correct? 1.5, then I times 12, yeah, that's correct. Okay, good. Alright, so are we clear now? Are we clear now? Can or cannot? Okay, now I just want to reiterate here. Do you know for the curve I need to integrate from 3 to 5? But for the line I need to integrate from 3.5 to 5. Can, no problem, Okay, good. So that will be all for this particular part. Okay. Now, on the full step paper, let me just double check my question. Oh wow, I'm so kind. I don't understand why so kind. Never mind. These are the homework. I seldom so kind, no? How many only? How many only? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, 7 only, you know? This kind of thing, Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Yesterday got one set, right? Tomorrow got WA. What kind of WA is that? SS. And so must extend until next year this homework. Well done now, Okay. Thursday got any WA? Thursday also got WA. No. In general, who has WA on Thursday? Basically, this whole few weeks will have WA. What now? Correct now? Okay, I don't care. Listen. 17.2 due tomorrow, right? This one due on Thursday. Then, but tomorrow I'm starting chapter 18, kinematics. You understand what I'm talking about? No one, no stopping one, must carry on. Understand? Okay. What is the number on the content page now? 20. I'll give you the time. I don't want to talk. You still got 15 minutes. Am I right to say that? You can take out your Chromebook, look at my video and do the work. Will that be okay? Is that better? Is that better? Yes or no? Because all my things are uploaded already. You can just go and search for the exercise last year one. Under 403 also, understand? Hey, do you understand? Okay, just go and take a look. Go. Take your Chromebook and then you can start from your 17.2 or your 17.3. Now, I'm going to write this. This one is due tomorrow. Tomorrow is what? Wednesday, which is 20th. This one is due on Thursday, which is 24th. Understand now? Understand? Can, Okay, go. All of you do now. I won't interrupt you. Stop the video.